My name is Gregory Long. I'm the president of the New York Botanical Garden. And I'm here today with Barbara Thiers, who is the Patricia K. Holmgren Director of the William and Linda Steer Herbarium here at the New York Botanical Garden. And we're going to take you for a walk through this fantastic exhibition just inside. But first, Barbara, tell us where we are.
We're standing outside the International Plant Science Center, which houses the William and Linda Steer Herbarium and the Wester T. Mertz Library. And this is the premier collections of the New York Botanical Garden in terms of both its plant specimens and its literature about plants.
So this exhibition, a temporary exhibition that will be here for a few months for everyone to enjoy, is about our great herbarium, one of the great glories of the New York Botanical Garden, also a great glory of New York City, and a very proud aspect of scientific research in the United States of America. So Barbara, what in the world is a herbarium?
A herbarium is a collection of dried plant specimens that were gathered by scientists over the last several hundred years in order to document their research and also to document the vegetation of the earth. So the scientist could be looking to document all the plants of a particular area.
And we have 7.8 million specimens in this great collection, making it the second largest collection in the world. Maybe it's obvious to everybody, but these panels amplify the kind of central idea of this exhibition and of this institution, which is that our mission here in the New York Botanical Garden is to study plants, the plants of the world.
Biodiversity, of course, means the diversity of living things. All animal life depends on plant life, and plants serve a tremendous range of functions in the ecosystem. And so, until we know how to identify plants fundamentally, we will not really be in a position that we can save the plants of the world or actually life on Earth.
This part of the exhibition is called Anatomy of a Specimen.
So this specimen was collected by two of our very esteemed scientists in the West. They came across this beautiful plant. They wanted to document it, so they carefully clipped portions off and they pressed them in our specimen preparation room. We have very skilled people who take the dried specimen, usually it's pressed between sheets of newspaper, and then they glue it to paper. If the plant is thick, they'll actually use a needle and thread and sew the plant. They'll also always put a label on the specimen which tells when and where it was collected, what the name of the plant is, who collected it. That's extremely important information. And once that's done, the specimen is ready to be filed in the herbarium.
And remember, they're upstairs in this very building. This is the Great Steer Herbarium over our heads here, which is not open to the public usually, but it will be open this year for tours on Earth Day. So everyone check out our website of the garden and come for the tours of the herbarium itself on Earth Day. We have more than 200 people working in plant science at the professional level or at the support level in this institution. It's a very large critical mass of people. We're very proud to be able to support that. And we've picked 9 stories here, only 9 out of many stories that could be told. These are typical stories and very fascinating ones about people who work here. And these are also about particular areas of strength in our research programs. There's the Asian area and the Pacific. There's North America, which has been a historic strength of ours here, the trees especially of North America. And then there's the New World tropics. This is a very, very fascinating antique specimen.
So this plant is the one that yields the chemical curare. And curare was used by people traditionally in the rainforests of the Amazon as a fish poison. They would take juices from the plant and they would use that on the end of an arrow, and then they would shoot it through a blowgun at a fish, and the fish would become stunned, would be paralyzed. It was not actually dead, but it was just kind of paralyzed. And early botanists found that this poison could be very effective for medical purposes, especially open heart surgery. So they could stop the heart without killing the person in order to do surgery.
Here is a rose collected actually here in Central Park, and roses are the state flower of New York. So you can see we document plants really from all over the world.
So here we have a palm that was collected in Vietnam. Dr. Andrew Henderson is a specialist in the palms. He's worked here for essentially his whole career. He's found, I think, over 100 new species in the area since he started working there.
Amazing, 100 new species just in the past 5 years or something like that. I hope this exhibition, if it has a take-home message, it is that humankind needs to understand the plants of the world. We all depend on plants for the oxygen in the air and for everything we eat. Everything we eat is plant-derived in one way or another. Plants are fundamental in the ecosystem of the world, and this great institution has devoted itself for 125 years to the study of plants.